Hey y'all, welcome to Pleiadian Point of View. I'm Peyton with Peyton Energetics, and I'm a Pleiadian channel. So in today's point of view, the Pleiadians wanted to talk to us about a struggle that they are seeing in the spiritual community, something that they are seeing a lot of lightworkers and starseeds really struggling with, and that is the energy of doubt. So this is something that the guides wanted to talk to us a little bit about today because they are seeing this as something that is really interfering with everything we are trying to create as an awakened community. Now, one of the ways that this is coming up for a lot of lightworkers and starseeds is that there is a very heavy energy of us doubting our abilities. And a lot of times the reason for this is that so many of us on our spiritual journey have been trying to do what our teachers have told us in terms of creating things in our life and not seen it happen. So I don't know about y'all, but this is something that has been kind of a big factor for me in my spiritual journey, is doing everything that my teachers had taught me and feeling like I wasn't really seeing the results from it. And so one of the reasons that the guides are pointing this out for us is they're saying that there's a very heavy planetary energy of doubt. And especially this blanket is laying particularly heavily over the awakened community because we have been trying for so long to create things in our life, to manifest things. And what often happens as a result of this, and the way this has kind of manifested in the spiritual community, is there's a heavy layer of doubt laying over the top of everything. And the guides say nothing kills our creative powers faster than the energy of doubt. So this is something that the Pleiadians wanted to raise to our conscious awareness, because it really took me kind of a while to figure out what was slowing down all the things that I wanted to create in my life. And then I started to realize that whenever I would go to work on them, whether that was do visualizations or do energy work around my creations, the first thing that I felt was doubt. Like, this hasn't happened. Why is this going to start now? You start to doubt your abilities. You start to doubt what your teachers have told you. We don't always realize what the energy is that's getting in our way. So as soon as the guides pointed out to me that it's just the energy of doubting myself that was standing in the way, I could start to work on that energy. Now, there's something the Pleiadians wanted to point out about doubt in particular, and that is that this is actually a planetary template. So what I mean when I say planetary template is this is an energy that is bigger than our personal experience, because we have energies that are personal, things that we are working on in our personal experience. But we're also born into, by being born into these little human bodies and living on this planet, we are born into certain planetary templates as well. And what these are is massive energies. So a planetary template is just an energy that affects everyone. So even if you have never really had struggles with a particular issue in your lifetime, or nothing really comes to mind when you think of it, these energies that are planetary templates affect all of us. So one of the reasons why doubt has been so problematic for all humans, but especially people on their spiritual path, because we are given so much teaching, so much instruction on how to create things, then we wonder why it's not happening. And so the natural result of that is to doubt. So in today's point of view, the Pleiadians wanted to raise this to our conscious awareness, because the first thing that has to happen when we want to release an energy is we have to be conscious of it. So the Pleiadians wanted to point out that this is a major theme they're seeing in especially the Awakened Collective. But they also wanted us to understand that this is actually a planetary template, so a very large energy, and planetary templates require special processing. So one of the reasons why lightworkers and starseeds have had trouble shifting out of doubt is because a lot of the tools that we are taught in our spiritual practice are individual level tools. And doubt is one of these energies that isn't individual. It is a planetary energy. So we need bigger tools when we are dealing with an energy this substantial. And again, it just means it's a bigger energy. So it takes a little bit of amped up tools to be able to remove these energies from our field. And one of the reasons these energies like doubt are coming up in so many people right now is that it's time for us to process this template for the entire collective. That is what a lot of us are here to do as starseeds, is to process and break down some of these very dense collective energies. So what the Pleiadians are encouraging in this point of view is for each of us to just sit down and check in with ourselves about whether this is an energy that is active within us. Because once we recognize it, we can start the process of breaking it down. We can process any energy, no matter how big it is, but we have to know it's there. So the Pleiadians just wanted to raise this to our attention and just have us do a little self-evaluation to see if this is something that is blocking those things you're trying to create in your life. And one of the easiest ways to check in on that is just think about something you've been trying to manifest, and then notice what is the first feeling that you get when you think about it. For most of us, it is that doubt that is going to pop to the surface of that little voice saying, you've been trying to do this for years. Why do you think it's going to work now? Or something of the equivalent. So just checking in with yourself and then doing your processing work. So we have talked in several videos about how to process planetary energies. So go back and check those out if you missed them, because planetary energies require special tools. They don't respond to some of the things that we're used to doing. And all that means is that's one of the reasons why this energy hasn't shifted yet. It's just a little bigger. So we need a little bigger tool for it. But this is something that God said has been really interfering with what we're trying to create as an awakened community. So whether that is the new earth that you are trying to create, the ascension process, or just something in your daily life, getting doubt out of the way is really going to help speed up whatever you're trying to create. So the guides say this is coming to the surface in the collective, especially the awakened collective. And it just means we're ready to let that go. We're ready to truly stand in our power as creators and see the results of that, which has been a little hard to come by for some of us. So that is what the Pleiadians wanted to share with us in this week's point of view. I hope it helped you. I'll see you soon. Bye.